Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Never Open Podcast, the podcast open to everyone, especially the youngest to ever do it. My name is Luke. I am your host of the Never Open Podcast, and with me, as always, is Mr. Andy. Hello, Mr. Andy.
Hello, Mr. Andy, and hello, Luke, and hello to all the Newman fans out there. I'm fired up. You know, we've been talking about this, and usually when it's something that seems like it must happen, it doesn't happen, you know? And so I'm really happy that it has happened, and we're going to talk about that and more today on the Never Open Podcast.
That's right. Look, it's one thing for you and I to be like, this is a great story that makes sense. Does not happen. And then I watch it, I'm like, I think we'll get there. But first, there are ways people can contact and interact with us if they wish to. We're on the Blue Sky. I am at Grumpy2EB. Mr. Guy is at Drewsifer Collectively, we are at Never Open Pod. .bluesky.social. If you want to send us a written or voice email, you can do that too. neveropenpod@gmail.com. Also, if you've got any of that Sasha Banks money, kick it away. We have a Teespring store where you can buy merch that'll make you look never as fuck. And if you watch it on YouTube, you can see, look at that sexy shirt right now. Shut up, birds. Taking out my shirt here. There we go. It's freaking awesome. And by the way, by the time you guys all see this shirt and be like, wow, look, you look really cool. Yeah, this shirt is a few years old and it still looks fucking awesome. So get yours today and watch us on YouTube. Never Open Podcast. Hey, like, share, subscribe. Bye. I mean, there you go.
In Australia, right now, there's a battle happening, and it's between rain and birds.
That's right.
And I mean, earlier rain was kicking the shit out of birds, and right now birds are making a big comeback. You know, we'll see if they get cut off. It's amazing. The drama that happens on your roof is incredible, my friends. So, but Luke, we kind of have like 1.5 or 1 3/4 of a show to talk about. Sorta. There was like a house showy show where like all the feuds just did the same match that they've been doing, kind of thing, and that happened. And then there was other stuff that was more important.
Absolutely. Now, I don't know. Do you want to do a certain tournament card now in between the shoe shows, or?
Yeah, probably in between, right?
All right, let's do it. So we got a show that happened on April 2nd. It's the day after April Fool's. So all the fooling is over. It's time to get fucking serious.
Did you get fooled?
No, not really. But there's this really funny thing that Warhammer released where it's come buy tickets to Warhammer the Musical. And they actually did a short little video of a fake Warhammer musical.
That's fun.
Suffer not the alien to live. And it's fucking cheesy and dumb. And I loved every second of it. And I was like, I don't like musicals that much. I think, God damn it, April Fools, I'd give you that money.
I mean, musicals are pretty cool. In the guitar pedal world, the world that I live in, there's always fake pedals that come out. And this year, one of the companies came out with a 12-hour delay. So the delay pedal repeats what you just said, and the dude in the video just goes, "Okay, here we go," and hits the guitar, and then just sits there. And they didn't film it for 12 hours, but they edited it, so it was literally 12 hours long. That's pretty funny.
That's tremendous. I like silly things like that, and and I was hoping though that the Warhammer thing was like, click here to get tickets. I was like, dude, something better be taking me to Rick Astley today. Like, come on. No, I did not get Rick rolled. Come on, Warhammer. Yeah. But that's what Charity was watching it with me, and she's like, I hope we get Rick rolled. Me too. Quick.
Too bad.
We don't care. It's fun, man. Like, yeah.
It's great.
Yes. Never gonna give you up. Yeah, damn straight it
great
is.
Performance. He had a couple hits. Not bad. That Rick Astley.
And I like a dude that realizes what he's made and leans into it and kind of owns that shit. Yeah, fuck yeah, man. Do it.
I heard him on the radio before I saw the video. And when I saw the video, I'm like, what the fuck? Because he's this ginger white dude.
Dude, he's so white bread, it's not funny, right?
And he's standing in that fucking alley just swinging his arm, like Pat Boone. Shit's hilarious.
Oh my goodness, it's great. But yes, we did have the April 2nd show. Where were we at on April 2nd?
That's a good question.
We're in Japan. That's where we were.
That was the one at Kurgan Hall, right? I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the one that has the title match that we want to talk about between we had 2 title matches that night, right? No guardrails.
That's right. I do want to just mention a couple things really quick. Farley gets a rare win. No, him winning isn't that rare, but a rare win over a man called Yano, like this guy should have so much stroke he could go for title matches for the next 10 years, Mr. Yano, but no, not anymore, because he got the rare pin. How often do you see him get pinned? Hartley Jackson has this awesome little mini feud with Gato. Gato tries to do the lariat on him, hits a nice looking lariat.
Great, yeah.
Jag did not move. I love Hartley Jackson. Jagged edge on Gato.
Was great. He kept trying to get him in the Gato clutch and shit like that. And like most of his moves don't work, but every once in a while he would get one in and the crowd's like, oh shit. The crowd's like, Gato. It's fantastic.
Oh man, it is absolutely great stuff. And then, all right, so here we go. The one of 2 big matches that's to happen on this first night. It is Taiji Ishimori and Robbie X. They are the junior tag team champions versus Francesco Akira. 12-hour delay. And Bag. Edit that for 12 hours, Mr. Guy.
Oh, man.
By the way, you must have seen it. The intense tag team junior music. It's very video gamey as well. It's like, it's like Akira and Bag are like, oh, we're going to fight the main bosses now. And it's true. If you're the champs, you got to be kind of like the main bosses. Now, I gotta mention something about this match, Mr. Guy, and I was thinking to myself, right, we call him Bag a lot, Mr. Bag, and look, it's fun. I don't particularly want to stop calling him Mr. Bag, but when he shows me something, Mr. Bag will slowly start fading out, and I'll start remembering what the hell his name is. Kind of like when you used to be more of the baloney side of things rather than the Maloney, right?
That's true.
Well, no, he's still Bag.
Yeah.
Now,
he was in the right place at the right times. Look, he's not fucking shit up. He's just a guy. That's it. That's my complaint.
I guess like the worst thing I could say is like he's got all the tools.
Does he? Oh, the charisma. That's the one.
Yeah. Shave the beard. I don't know, man. You got the music. The music's kind of cool. Like, I don't know. It's something's not clicking, and it's still not clicking. So, yeah. I'm sorry, man. Like, I want everyone to click with me. You know this. Yeah. But I also like ragging on people, and I like ragging on the Bag. I don't have to stop.
Ragging on the Bag. That's the new thing all the kids are doing.
Ragging on the Bag.
It's a new dance move.
Ragging on the Bag. Ragging on the Bag. You can only see that on the YouTubes.
That's good shit.
Look, so yes, you're right with his timing and all that. But when it comes to all the cool shit I could talk about in this match, I can easily mention the fucking awesome stuff between Taiji Ishimori and Francesco Akira, because they've had that like mini feud. And hey, Akira made him tap out to that. Dude, Akira's move was like, what if, I've said this before, what if you take the butterfly lock and made it look like it fucking hurt someone? Like that. And dude, like not even Shingo can, by the way, I need to mention it now because I'll forget. I didn't make a note of it. I made Charity watch the main event of last 5 minutes of the main event of the next night. And anyway, Shingo's coming out to do a bit of a chat and he keeps clutching his neck. And Charity's like, what's wrong with his neck? And I'm like, nothing, dude. He's always, if he's on camera, he's selling.
Yeah.
He took a move that hurt his neck and he's selling. So he's clutching his neck the whole time. She's like, oh my God, he really does that every time. Doesn't matter if he's in his civvies or not. If he's had a match and he comes back out, he's selling something.
Shingo's a good wrestler, but the wrestlers in this match, 3 out of 4 of them are also fantastic.
Dude, I'm real, like, I know there's that story that, oh, I'm Taiji Ishimori and I brought Robbie X in and all that kind of stuff. And I know they've been putting them together, but fuck, these two are great. These two are awesome. And it's not just Robbie X going like, I'm going to take this spot and make the most of it. He does. I think it's given a bit of oomph to Ishimori a bit. Like, all right, you're doing the flippy dips and all this really cool, crazy shit. All right, I'm going to pull out some stuff that you don't always see all the time, and I'm going to make the stuff you do see all the time look extra stank. Like he's in his mid-40s. Maybe he's not as always like I've always liked him, but like he seems a bit more. I don't know. He's got a bit more pep in his step, and it's only the tag titles,
He's babyface now, and he should bring back the plastic jorts. He's the OG plastic jorts guy. So I'm just saying, he should bring him back.
Now, the only bad thing about this match is, and I don't want to beat the dead horse, but Chumpy's reffing this, by the way, but Bag's in it, and I say that's bad because I'm like, there is no way that Kira's winning these titles with Bag, right?
I was like thinking there's no way they're gonna by the middle of this match, I'm like, they can't take the belt off Robbie X. How dare that happen? That cannot happen. I was like, fucking, I'm all in on Robbie X emotionally now. And so I was like, fuck Bag. Kira, you're cool, but you can't win here, dude. I'll be mad at you. And so in a way, I kind of wanted the Kira to win so I could be mad at him, So I don't know. I was kind of torn at the end of this. I didn't know who was going to win.
Yeah. Well, but this, I see the X Express get hit on Bag 1, 2, 3, and I'm very happy. I'm happy it's Robbie X who gets the win too. We got to build him up a bit because we got the Best of Super Juniors coming up, and looks like these two. They got another title match before the Best of Super Juniors starts. So whether they're still tag champs or not, we don't quite know.
A lot of the really close near falls were him getting pinned too. So it Robbie X. I mean, so it was like there were some really good false finishes in this match where I was like, no fucking way. And is Akira going to pin him or is Bag? I kind of knew Bag wasn't going to pin him, but Akira got really close a few times, and I was like, oh my god. I don't know. I love that. That was a great junior tag match that didn't have TMDK in it. So, which is, that's the juniors are always great. I think that now more than ever, the New Japan juniors are just crushing as always.
Can I make a really dumb complaint because I'm going to get another match between these four men and it's going to fucking be amazing. I love you, Robbie, and I love you, Vegeta. Kind of hoping to see another couple of juniors come out to challenge these guys because I've seen you guys wrestle a few times. Having said that, I can't wait to see these four gentlemen wrestle again. So there's my little niggle, and I'll shut the fuck up because that match is going to be gnarly as hell, and I can't wait for it. There you go.
Well, I kind of don't want them to win. I kind of want.
I'm loving this team.
They probably will, right? So but that's good. That's a good emotional match that'll I'll be invested in.
I love both teams. Yeah,
I think it's pretty good. So another match I was highly invested in was Doki putting up the title up against Yo, and I like this match a lot. I don't know. I really liked it. It was so fun. I'm glad it went the way it did. I'm watching it. I'm having a good time. You know what I mean? I'm watching it. It's fun. Yo's get really over with the crowd, and it's kind of got me scared. But, man, there's a lot of people yelling Doki. A lot of people yelling Doki's name. And so, fired up about that. They get to a certain point in the match, and I'm kind of, I'm paying attention. But, it's not the greatest match I've ever seen. And Doki walks over to the announcer's table where Watto is sitting, and he hits him with the fucking black mirror. And I pissed my pants laughing. I thought it was the funnest thing I ever seen.
That was fucking amazing.
I can't believe it.
It works in two ways, man. Like, hey, I hate you, and I've hated you since you came back from excursion.
He's over here talking shit. Go get him.
Also, my boys are going to come out later, and we don't want you helping. Wow.
Right? That's true. It was a smart move. Also, another really funny thing happened is that Yo is doing all Evil's moves where there's no guardrails, but he does the guardrail spot anyway and goes right into Abe's table where Abe and Tanahashi-san are sitting, and they fucking both go down, and now Tanahashi's not wrestling anymore, so he sells like a ref, or he sells like
and he has to stay down longer than he should.
He lays there and acts like he's got a hangover. He's like trying to shake it off. That shit
If you're
was
not an active
awesome.
wrestler anymore, you have to bump like a referee. It's just how it is. Yeah.
And Yo's like, well, not like Marty. Marty's not like
No.
anybody else. He is in his own special class. He gets to do flips and spins out of the ring, but he's the only one. Everybody else has to collapse in a heap.
He bumps.
You know?
It's the corkscrew Canadian through the ropes bump.
It is the best. He's showing off, for all his kids at home. It's amazing. Anyway, Marty thinks he's over.
Must be the shoes.
This match had me laughing, all that stuff, because Yo did it, and then Yo has to be like, oh fuck, maybe I shouldn't be pretending to be evil, right? All the boys, the hot hunky boys come in and shit. He does hit everything is evil on somebody, but it's not Doki. I think it's Sho, right? Yeah, it's Sho, because Sho comes in and Sho always takes the fucking slings and arrows for Doki so he can win, which we thought was gonna backfire on both of them a long time ago, but it didn't backfire tonight. Doki hits the suplex de la Luna and pins Yo 1, 2, 3. I believe Marty made the pin count because because Red Shoes got taken out, so we got main event Marty this night. Pretty cool. Happy about that too. I kind of love this. This is awesome. I'm glad that Water didn't win. I'm glad that Yo didn't win.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, the story would have made a lot more sense if Water had won a while ago. But you said to me before we started recording, and I nodded my head in agreement, Water isn't with the nerds anymore. He is a nerd again now.
He always was, Luke.
Maybe
we just want him to be awesome, and he's just not awesome right now. So, not like Doki. Doki's pretty awesome right now.
I can understand most people watching this match and absolutely having a blast watching it. For me, though, I'm watching it and going like, man, I miss Evil. Can you just stop it? You're just making me wish you were gone and I could watch Evil in this match. I don't know why he'd be in. Yeah, I love Evil, and it's amazing to me that so many wrestlers that I love have left New Japan. Turns out the one I missed the most is the one that Yo's ripping off all the time.
Yeah.
I also have to admit, if you're going to rip off someone's moves, you want to nail them. He does.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I'll give him that. But look, I'll also say there's only one wrestler I've ever really kind of loved that has had this kind of mini gimmick of stealing someone's moves, and that's Jeff Cobb. Because for me it was like, hey, you can do that, I can do that too, but better, because I'm fucking huge and I can make and he also had a moveset that meant that like even if he didn't do any of that stuff, you still wanted to watch him.
And he was a fucking heel. That's heel shit. What are we doing?
Look, Yo, if you want to transition to full comedy wrestler, just do it. Just do it already. And I might but you can't. I don't know, man. I understand the people who enjoyed and liked this match. There's probably nothing wrong with it. It's just I've got a Yo bias, and him just doing all the moves of a guy that I'm still mourning being.
But Doki won. He got.
I
revenge.
know. And then I marked out that Doki won, and I'm like, yeah, all right. And I love that as soon as the suplex de la Luna gets hit, it's over. And it's also it's a suplex de la Luna. It's a fucking awesome suplex. I love it.
Yes. We don't get to see very often either, because only at the end of matches like that.
So I was shocked when they put the title on Doki the second time, and I'm happily shocked that he still got it. Yeah,
I love it. When somebody finally beats him, it's going to be a big fucking deal.
Oh,
dude. And it's going to be like Fujita or somebody like that. So,
how good is that, though? The dude that we thought was like, are we the only two that like this guy? Had a dream run as a champ. All right, it ended bad. That's the heartbreak of wrestling. But he's got this other run now as a totally, as the heel now. And this underdog guy is now at the point where you're just like, can someone, even I was like, Wato, but come on, man, Wato, pin this guy. And it didn't happen. So, even I want him every now and again to maybe he's a fucking douchebag. So he's doing his job. And Doki forever. We're always pro Doki on the Never Guest. That's for sure.
Now, Luke, over the past couple weeks, New Japan has been slowly but surely revealing the secrets of the Best of the Super Juniors tournament to all of us through the powers of social media and talking. So, also writing. But Luke, could you, fill us in? Well, it was on Sakura Genesis that we found out the last two people, and we found out what blocks they will be in. Can you tell me who is going to be in Block A?
I absolutely can. All right, so I'm gonna
A block. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's we start off with Master Wato, Ryusuke Taguchi, Kosai Fujita. I like that. You got Wato and Fujita, two of the more recent winners. They're going to be wrestling against it. All right, that's cool. Robbie X, Francesco Akira. I think my only disappointment is Akira and a certain other wrestler are in separate blocks again. Bitch, are you for real? But otherwise, I'll shut up.
But everybody in this block is getting a title shot, kind of, or a chance for a title shot.
So after Akira, we've got Doki. I'm sorry, Mr. Andy. We've got Titan.
Hey, fucking Titan. What is this mask he's wearing in the picture, too? I thought he was a Titan. Why, he's a tiger in that one.
Yeah, what is that?
Make up your fucking mind, Titan.
Yeah. Puma, maybe? The Puma Man? No, that's Ricochet.
The Jaguar. Yeah.
Jaguar.
That's a spirit animal. You guessed it. That shit is so good.
I love that show. We got Valiente Jr. Have I seen him before? Is he any good? He was probably at Fantastica Mania, but
probably
we never watched that. So we've also got Nick Wayne, and look, I like almost all the wrestlers that were announced. I mean, Bag's going to be announced soon, but and Yo's in the tournament. But this name, I fucking was like, my God,
I can't believe it.
I'm so happy. Jun Kasai. Mr. Deathmatch himself is in A block, and there's some pretty boys in A block that might not look so pretty after Jun Kasai's beating the fuck out of him.
He's going to kill Titan.
Oh my God.
Kill
and even if he loses matches, he's going to kill the other motherfucker.
That's true. That's true.
Oh my God.
Before he does
He's in the Best of Super Juniors.
And that got announced. That was the last guy announced for Best of Super Juniors, him and Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne was fine last year. He needs a story. I don't know, whatever. Okay, that's exciting, man. I'm fired up for Jun Kasai. B block is not as exciting, but still very good. We have El Desperado. He's going to face Jun Kasai maybe in the finals. I don't know. That's not going to happen. But anyway, it'd be cool if they were in the same block. Then we have Kushida, who also on these shows came back for a singles match and then was in a tag match. Man, listen, I love you, Kushida, but I sound like you. That's what you would say. And but man, it shouldn't take you almost 10 minutes to be the young lion. I mean, I know you're trying to make him look good, but goddamn, it's a brand new young lion. He's putting this kid over like he's a monster. Kushida, you beat Hiromu a lot of times. Anyway,
nicknamed Kushida Mr. Best of the Super Juniors because every year he's there, and we both know they're not going to do anything with him. But guess what? We kind of praise and rave about every single fucking match that he has, win, loss, or whatever, So yeah, and
he's going to wrestle Yo in that block. Robbie Eagles, also Taiji Ishimori. This is bad. Now, if you got, if you're going to have Jun Kasai, you got a rag on the bag, and so we got bag in fucking Best of Super Juniors, and that is upsetting. But that's okay because Sho is going to kick his ass, and Kanemaru is also going to kick his ass because they're also in the tournament and they're going to face each other, which is awesome. And then I think from Dragon Gate they got a guy named Hio, who we thought that would be Dia, right? Dragon Dia. We thought that would be that guy, but no, we get another Dragon Gate guy. That's cool. And then we get this DDT / Freedoms. I don't know where he's from, to be honest with you. I think maybe it's Noah. Daisuke Sasuke, all right? We've seen him.
It's either DDT or Dragon Gate. You're right.
We've seen him before on the, he was on one of the Takataichi Mania shows, and then he was on the Desperados, the other Desperado shows. So yeah, I mean, we've seen him before. He's a deathmatch guy too. So we got a deathmatch guy as the anchor in both of these blocks. Last year we had Mao. And so we had this like hardcore, goofy DDT shit that would happen on every other night. You know, are we going to get like a death match on every other night or something like that? You know,
he also reminds me, Mr. Sasaki. He reminds me a little bit of Raven, I guess.
Yeah, you called him like Grunge Raven or something. What'd you call him? You called him or Emo Raven, I think is what you called him back in the day when we saw him.
Not an insult, by the way. I fucking loved Raven back in the day, and he's just an interesting cat to like listen to his stories and things like that too. So and he's got a great mind for wrestling and shit. I love Raven. He hasn't been
What
canceled.
about Sasuke?
But yeah, dude, and hey, Sasuke versus Despy. If they're both deathmatch guys, they're going to kick the shit out of each other. That's going to be great. Both those guys against Sho, that's going to be comedy gold.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about this block, and you think I'm going to say bag, or you think I'm going to say yo. I'm not. Oh, it's half of you. Look, I love you, Sho, but there's one guy I don't want to see wrestle anymore.
That's right.
That's
it's
okay.
Every once in a while, you know, it's like, come on now.
I think they're pretty damn good blocks. Like they're not perfect. They're probably not going to win awards. It's the best blocks ever, but I think they're damn good. We got some surprises. All right, and I like that we've got two luchadors this time, Titan and Valiente Jr. I'm glad they're in the kind of same block because then we get to see kind of a Japanese rules but luchador match. So that's going to be exciting.
Get to see Titan try to show up his buddy. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see him fall on his face.
Robbie X versus both those guys is going to be tremendously good fun. Like, and I also want to see these flippy guys against Jun Kasai. He ain't going to flip around. He's going to find something to whack you with. So, yeah. Oh, dude. And I reckon Doki probably will start some shit against Jun Kasai. And Jun's like, oh, is that how it is now?
And Akira versus Jun Kasai has big potential, right? So, especially this version of Akira, there's going to be fun shit, man. I'm excited.
This is too great. Oh, dude, it's everyone wants to say when the G1 is announced, oh, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? There's two most wonderful times of the year. This is one of them. It's the best of Super Juniors, and it's first. So I love the best of Super Juniors. When does the actual tournament start?
They told us all the dates, and I didn't listen, but I think it's like at the end of this month or last week of this month, I believe. No. It starts on early May. There's just wrestling. Don Taco is at the end.
Yeah. All right. Don Taco's first. Right. Yep. Oh, well, Tiger Mask is not in the best of Super Juniors, so I wonder if he's winning the title.
He shouldn't be in the best Super Juniors, so that's a good thing. But Luke, we got to talk about this big Sakura Genesis show where there's all kinds of shit going on. It's at Ryogoku Sumo Hall. Now, I noticed it wasn't packed. You know, this is one of those places that has the benches, right? Which are made of the floor, we hear, but it wasn't packed in that area. On the floor, it was all full, but in those areas, they didn't sell a ton of tickets this show, in my opinion. But Ryogoku Sumo Hall, people have opinions about it. And we're not just here, to tell you about our opinions about wrestling. We're also here to tell you random Japanese people's opinions about the venues in which the wrestling takes place. Earlier today, Luke, I sent you some reviews for this place. We're actually going to do a couple different reviews because this was a fruitful journey here to Ryogoku Sumo Hall. Could you read one of those for me, please?
Exactly. The worst thing about doing the gimmick every week is that we're not doing it every week. But having said that, you kind of needed to give it a bit of time for more people to have written some reviews. Because we kind of did all the worst ones. And eventually they re-go to towns back again. So, yes, here's the first one I'm going to read out. Lion face. Lemon face. The worst place in Tokyo. Bad facilities. Rude people. Boring game. And the most disgusting. The awful food with cheating behavior. 1 star. Like that cheating food.
Do you think that the food was small? It was smaller than they thought it was going to be. Is that what they're saying?
Maybe
they paid, 10,000 yen, and it was only, 1 hot dog instead of 2 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and it was like a vegan hot dog or something, or they thought they had this some kind of chicken dish or something. And I thought, like, wow, they're going to eat lots of chicken. But no, it's like, it's potato. You just can't tell because the sauce is on it. And
Wow.
Like, that happens to me.
That's cheating behavior right
That's
there.
definitely food cheating.
Or did somebody hit him with a black mirror? Or low blow him and roll him up. I mean, maybe that happens. It's Ryogoku Sumo Hall. We don't know. So, but I also recorded the thoughts of someone about this I found this on the website google.com, and it says, I went to see sumo wrestling. After the match, I asked the attendant to take a family photo, but he said, "Please excuse me." I assumed he was at work, so I tried to ask politely, but I understand that he might have refused. Perhaps it would have been better to say something like, "Sorry, I'm at work. I don't think, please excuse me," is something a grown-up person would say to a customer while they're working. 1 star.
Wow.
Don't talk to this guy like that.
No, man. Please excuse me. What the fuck? That's probably the time they said it. Please excuse me. Motherfucking steam coming out of my ears. How dare... Oh, my God. Look, there's someone who's worked in various retail and waiter jobs throughout his lifetime. I have said the words, please excuse me, many a times. Because sometimes I've got a fucking queue. Please excuse me. I'll get to you in a tick. I've just got to finish serving this customer. Done. I mean, if I add the extra bit, yeah.
If he just would have said, "Excuse me," this motherfucker would have been like, "Why didn't you say please?" Like you cannot please this guy.
This guy's on the lookout for willful venue.
He was.
Motherfuckers.
Venue's being a piece of shit. Luke, it's springtime. That means cherry trees are blooming. There's the blossoms everywhere, and New Japan's wrestling at Ryogoku Hall.
But first, I have another review.
Oh, yeah, but we're not doing that right now. We're going to.
Oh, yay. Later. All right, cool. Damn it.
That's why I set you up for the thing, yeah.
Now that everyone has that anticipation of knowing that there's another one, let's go into Sakura Genesis. Look, I need to mention the first match, which is Hartley Jackson and Vegeta versus... I think this is like where it ended for us, like the Wato love affair versus Wato and Togi Makabe.
Yeah.
And I need to mention this match because I see Jag do the jagged edge on Makabe. I'm like, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Yeah, that was fucking awesome. I marked the hell out for that. So I knew I was on the... I was going to be looked after and enjoy this show because
that's former champion Hartley Jackson. So
Makabe, but Hartley Jackson, former trio champion. But you just know that like Hartley's kind of stepped up just that little notch higher now because
he can beat dads.
Because he can be. Yeah, exactly that.
Like fucking, Bag's not beating dads very often. So I mean, maybe he has, but I don't remember it. Just saying, Hartley's better than Bag, and I'll always say that. Luke, I did not record who was in the next match, except for that it is United Empire versus the arm guys, the guys that do the arm. They're not bound. Don't try to bind them.
No.
The gimmick's not good.
Shingo, Taiji, Robbie X, Jake Lee, Akira, and Bag. Look, Akira, Bag gets Shingo. So, that's all right with my universe.
Yeah, but there's stuff I did want to say about the match where Jake Lee and Shingo are in this match.
Yeah.
And they just fucking tear it up. They tear it up. And I know it's probably 75, maybe 65% Shingo. I know that. But man, Jake Lee held up his end of the bargain. And I'm like, okay, this is like New Japan preview shit like that gets me fired up for a singles match. Will that happen? We'll find out later on the Never Open podcast.
Yes, we will. I've been liking this feud as well because, we both know like Shingo took a couple of days off to get married and all that kind of stuff. But in storyline, like Jake Lee fucked his ribs up and, the other Empire boys have been helping, but like it's mostly been Jake Lee targeting that shit. So the story's there. We want it. It's going to be a great time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, also, main event Doki, he can't help it. Hey, you, put the belt back on me. put the belt back on me, Tanahashi. And I guess we do have to mention the thing that we kind of didn't mention. Who's going to fight Doki next? And I guess they're keeping Doki as the champion for the Best of the Super Juniors. Yes! Never thought my boy would be the fucking champion in the Best of the Super Juniors. Ah! He's wrestling Tiger Mask next for the title, and that's fine. Like, you know, Tanahashi got a few final title shots and stuff. So this is Tiger's, and I'm fine with it. It's fine.
But that was after Doki defeated Yo. He vanquished, Yo, and Tiger Mask was like, "Hey, I want a title match."
Yeah.
And Doki's like, "Okay, fine, no
you don't
problem.
win anything, but fine."
But
I don't even remember it because
previous stuff was good though in the next match.
Yeah. It's Tiger, Wolf, Yano, and Yo versus Doki Show, Kanemaru, and Fale. Now it ends with the Wolf choking out Kanemaru, but post-match, Wolf hits a fucking awesome angle slam on Fale, and Yano counts the 3. That made me laugh big time.
Great,
And we get some Doki Tiger stuff, and I'm like, yeah, Doki's going to make Tiger look good. He's going to bump like a madman for him. And Tiger Mask is a bit of a dick too, so he's going to lay him in to Doki because he's a heel. So, Doki, I mean, but Tiger, I know he's a face, but watch how he treats others. He's a heel. Come on.
I think that match splits the crowd in a way like John Cena versus anybody cool. Splits the crowd, where you have like Tiger Mask, this guy that's been around forever, that like your dad is definitely cheering for Tiger Mask, right? You know what I mean? But your son is probably cheering for Tiger Mask too. But people our age and a little younger are definitely cheering for Doki. I think that, the cool people cheering for Doki, all the nerds are cheering for Tiger Mask. But I kind of want to see Tiger Mask get a bunch of shit in on Doki and do awesome shit, put him through a table, something fun like that. That'd be fun. But, Edward Munster looked really good in this match, and making Kanemaru give up. I love that because it's like when he gets his hand on the junior's fucked, and that's the way it should be. So I like that a lot. This is the part in the show when we heard about Jun Kasai, right?
Yeah.
And the who are the people in the next match? The one that with Will Ospreay. I didn't write down.
We got Yuya Uemura, Taichi, and El Desperado versus Hen, Na, Ray, Great Khan, and Billy Ospreay.
Yeah. Henare has a new moniker again. He's the Mauler now. So it's like he used to be the face of furries. Now he's the Mauler. How many of these monikers can he go through? It's insane. But what did you think of the crowd reaction for William Ospreay?
Yeah, I get it. I missed him. Cool.
I was happy to see him.
Yeah.
What did you think of the smoldering gaze that Taichi was bestowing upon Ospreay?
He's fucking lucky that he's gotten such attention from Taichi. And the only disappointing thing about this match is, like, I look at all 6 guys and I'm just like, oh man, Ospreay's going to pin Taichi in there.
Well, he told you with his eyes as soon as before the match even started. So crowd went nuts. I like that. But Taichi's like letting us know who's going to lose. And then they actually start with Yuya and Ospreay, and it's great. But eventually we get to Taichi and Ospreay facing off, and it's fantastic. Taichi looks strong, but Stormbreaker, Ospreay gets the pin. After the match, Okan and Henare are like, hey, let's beat the fuck out of these guys. Ospreay's like, I am the good guy in AEWs. I don't do that, you see. And so we're starting this story that hopefully is going to go all summer. So, and that definitely won't be the last time we see him tonight. What did you think of Will Ospreay's return to New Japan?
I mean, I wish it was Jay White, but yeah, it's fine. Like, I think everyone likes Ospreay more than I do, and that's fine. I don't dislike him, but yeah.
Don't you think it's exciting to have him there because of the potential of what could happen?
Dude, I only want him there for the fucking story. I only want him here so Callum Newman can whoop his ass.
Right. That's what we're hoping for. That's the kind of like want. That's the only thing that didn't happen on this show that I was expecting, but they're not there yet. So I get it.
Oh,
it's
dude,
okay.
They did more of like they did so much of the story. I'm like, are they actually going to do this bit? Oh, they're saving that part. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Not yet.
All right.
That'll happen in America. Because they have that G1 show coming up, right? So
Or Forbidden Door.
It'd be fucking wild if Will Ospreay was in the G1. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That could help New Japan a lot. It really would.
Yeah,
he'd probably get hurt 3 matches in, but it helped them a lot. So.
Look, they can get away with kind of like that. You don't need massive mega names, the best of Super Juniors. I think the juniors sell themselves because you're going to get some wild shit.
Yeah.
No offense to heavies, but like
the guys on the roster sell tickets for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm thinking the G1 will need either an Ospreay or a Moxley or a someone, to come in and
pay it back. AEW, you borrowing, Ishii every fucking week to job out. Mr. Brett's doing the job. Suzuki's doing the job. Send some guys over.
New Japan is falling over themselves to make sure Takeshita always has a fucking gold on him.
Your favorite wrestler. You used to like
he's
him.
Great,
remember that?
But does he always have to have a gold? Can't he just turn up and wrestle? Like, no, you gotta put it. Oh god.
Now, at this point, do you think he ties too much? You're like, is that a thing? Like, where you're like, some wrestlers win too much.
No. It's not a Takeshita problem. It's a TV title problem. Don't book the matches if you're not going to have this fucking cojones.
Well, I guess since ELP got it, it's been lots of that shit. Yeah, they got to quit relying on that as a storyline. We'll get there, Luke.
That's why I like Zack Sabre Jr. because, he can just put a submission on you at any time, and you're not like, I'm fucked done. And
but before we talk about that match, Luke, we have to talk about this day in Stank Belt history. The Stank Belts, Luke, have been defended many times in April over the years. For example, do you remember this? In the long ago time of April 2024, the team of Bars, Yano, and Tanahashi defeated Hot Hunky Boys after a 4-team tournament to crown the new champions. You know why? Because Okada was Stank Belt champion when his contract expired and he vacated the titles. He was Stank Belt champion with Tanahashi and Ishii. It was the first time he held any other title besides the fucking big belt. Yeah. Now that team had defeated this. How about this team? The team of Strong Style, Minoru Suzuki, Desperado, and Ren Narita.
Wow,
Luke, that was a long time ago, and that was this day in Stank Belt history.
Stank Belt history. That feels like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was. Wow. Seems like it was 20 years ago, man.
Yeah, it does. Wow, Strong Style. Wow, I remember that. I prefer Ren as the dastardly heel, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, all right, well, so let's do this match. It is the Fishermen, Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi, and Bolton Oleg versus Ren Narita, Yujiro Takahashi, the only Takahashi in New Japan now. Wow.
Oh, ouch. That hurt.
I'm sorry, guys.
Right in the heart.
And Chase Owens. Now, there's a bit of a story going on here because Oleg's like, hey, Ren, I beat your ass, so I get a never shot. And Ren's like, oh, yeah, okay. But I get a Stank Belt shot first. And Oleg's like, fine, bitch, whatever. What? Okay, cool. Let's do that. And look, you know how I feel about someone having too much gold, but if they're doing the Oleg's got all the never golds and they're making him Mr. Never for a while, I can definitely get behind that and see him fucking throw fools around and stuff. And you know that he's pretty never. He's gonna do some never shit. He's gonna be a big beefy guy. I can already see him either for strong or never open. Give him some matches against like Hanare, the Grip, fucking Wolfman. Like there's heaps of guys you can Shingo like newer never guys, older never guys. It's all there. You can just fucking let's do that. Come on, it'll be badass. So what's happening here is both these guys, Ren and Oleg, they're like, I want more never golds, and Oleg's like, no, I'm getting the trifecta, motherfucker. Get out here with the open weight titles. I mean, because this strong belt. This match is fine. I find myself still a little warmed up on Yujiro Takahashi.
Oh,
not in this match.
Come on, man.
I know. I just say a little warmed up. I'm not saying like dude, he knows he's in a Stank Belt match. You're getting Stank Belt match.
He went from warm to ice cold in this match because half the match is him wrestling Yoshihashi. Why do they do that? Dude, literally half the match is that. Why?
No. It's trolling somehow. Like, surely they go. Like Chase and Yoshi can go at it. Like, they'll do some stiff stuff on each other. Yeah, agreed. Absolutely.
Anyone or anything? How about just anyone? How about that?
Anyone or anything. I love it. Oh my God, you are allowed to steal my shit because it makes you laugh. All right, I love the fucking ending though, because not only do the nerds retain, but there's extra stank on the nerds retaining. Look, Oleg has Ren Narita in the torture rack, so I'm like, Andy's gonna love that. Andy's turned Ren Narita around so he can watch as Yujiro is put into the Shoto and Yoshihashi. Hey, I'm trolling you so hard, Ren. You get to watch Yoshihashi get the 1, 2, 3 on your boy while you're in a torture rack. I love it.
While you're in a torture rack and Yoshihashi's barely pinning him with his like feet. It's the worst. It's so embarrassing. Yeah, what a mess. That's bad news for House of Torture, man.
Don't tell me Oleg don't have no personality, man. Like, because that's fucking funny. That is funny.
You know, I would love to see him join House of Torture. I know it won't happen, but man, that would be hilarious. It would be so funny. Yeah, and he can still hit everybody in the balls, even though he's gigantic. When he hits you in the balls, you're out for like 2 days. You know what I mean?
Him up for the torture rack and the ref's not looking.
He's hitting him in the balls. He loads you up in the torture rack with his arm through your legs, right?
Yeah.
Which is, and he's giving you the fucking. That would be amazing.
It's like being on the ropes, but it's like the bad muscles of Oleg, and it's like
And while he's doing that, Dick Togo comes off the top rope, fucking right to the ball. That's great. I love it. Anyway, it would be funny. Somebody needs to join House of Torture. It's time. They need somebody else. They need some fresh blood. But anyway, Luke, we also have a TV title match on the show. People said this was good. I read people being like, this is awesome. I was in agreement when I saw who was reffing it. Marty fucking comes out, and I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. We're about to do this shit. It's Takeshita versus Shota Umino. Okay, so a main event like New Japan match is usually like 20 minutes plus, right? Sometimes longer, sometimes really long. She got all this time to fuck around on the floor, to set things up, and like you really got time to do that. In a 15-minute match that has a time limit, that like the whole gimmick is that you got to beat somebody quick. You don't have time to do that. And the style of this title is not that, but that's the match they do. And I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it very much. I thought it was, it lacked heat. It lacked, like movement. It just was stuck in like slow-mo. And I don't hate a slow match, but when there's a time limit, there's no sense of urgency. And there should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Takeshita didn't have Rocky Romero bouncing around on the outside doing a Jimmy Hart to like give us a little sense of urgency. There was, I was listening to, Japanese commentary and they're screaming, which is helpful, because everything's urgent to them. Holy shit, it couldn't be more urgent at all times. So, but we get Takeshita bait and show to the outside, fucks him out there, up out there. And then when they do a bunch of fuck your arm shit, and we got a lot of fuck your arm shit on this show. And it was a lot, just maybe too much fuck your arm shit, but we get fuck your arm on the outside, fuck your arm in the ring. Shota ends up taking Takeshita to the floor later and gets some of his own fuck your arm shit. So we're getting double fuck your arm shit. I'm not sick of it yet. I will be later. It comes down to power moves though, and huge strikes. Power moves and huge strikes in a like speed match. And there is a really awesome spot where Takeshita blocks the running knee with a flying knee of his own, and it looked real. That was awesome. They did do a suplex war that was really good. They had a terrifying reverse Rana botch where
it looked like Takeshita's head landed on Shota's dick.
Yeah, Shota Umino like saved both of them, but first he got them in trouble. He went for the reverse Rana, but he just didn't get there. And instead, he just did a back bump, like kind of to save himself and to save them both, and took Takeshita on his dick. And that sucked. and it was supposed to be a big spot. And I mean, that's okay. Botches happen or whatever. It was like the safest, scary looking botch ever.
Yeah.
But everyone's fine. Huge lariat. But there's a time limit draw, Luke. And Shoto was like about to win with the lariat, maybe. You know, his finishing move, the lariat.
Yeah. The finish of this match absolutely sucks donkey balls. And here's why I'm looking forward to this match. You've got Konosuke Takeshita, who's fucking tremendous in the ring. But there's a feeling among the crowds, and we've heard it before, and sometimes with me, that like he's not a New Japan guy. You know, like, and even though everyone finds him like to be a great wrestler, no one's like disrespecting his talent and stuff. There's that feeling like he's not a New Japan guy. Well, what perfect way to maybe get us to maybe get fully behind a guy who is a New Japan guy, but we're not fully behind him yet.
It's good booking, right? Yeah.
By putting him up again. Yeah, exactly. And this is the way to do it. Not only that, have him beat this non-New Japan guy in 15 minutes. All right. Oh, okay. What are we doing with Shota now? Okay. Yeah, I'm interested. Draw. Yep.
They're going to do it again. And Shota will probably eventually beat him, but it'll be in America probably. That's where all the stories are going to end for this show, except for one. So,
yeah.
That was kind of weak, right? And it hurts Shota Umino a lot because he was riding this momentum where him and Yuya had this tag team and they were great. And he was having these great singles matches in the New Japan Cup. And then this happens. It's like in the big spots, you just don't get behind him. He doesn't show the things that he can show in these other spots. It's weird.
Now, you got 15 minutes. To me, this is the get your shit in title.
Right?
Right?
Move
and
quick.
These two should have been doing like lariats and kicks and power moves on each other. Like, yeah, of course. Now, unless you're Zack Sabre Jr., you probably shouldn't put a billion submission holds and rest holds in your fucking 15-minute match. But because that is Zack Sabre Jr.'s shtick, and he can make that, like, because the battle then is this guy can tap you out at any point. Now the other guy's got to fight against it. Just look at the Jeff Cobb TV title matches, guys.
Those
you
are
got
good.
The strong base with the submission master. It's just fucking like that's how you do it, right?
Or just have a never match where it's fast-paced action, you know? I mean, just do that.
I'm also kind of tired of TV title feuds that start like this. First match, draw. Second match, draw. Third match, also draw, but we get 5 more minutes. Like shit like that. Look, how many G1 matches have you and I watched that were over before the 15-minute mark? Fucking do that. It's not brain science, is it? Like, no. I don't know, man. I don't know why it's so hard. It's like, I know they like their stories of like, this person, oh my God, managed to beat this person in this time. Oh, like that. Give us some, I don't know.
If they didn't put over Shota Umino strong in the match at all, if he would have hit his finisher at the end of the match and it was like 1, 2, and they timed it that way, that's a good finish. It wasn't like that at all.
No.
You know, it was like they were in the middle of maybe going to the first false finish. That's kind of what it seemed like, right? Or maybe the second one. That's kind of where they were at in the match, and the bell rings, and you're like, that's like wrestling blue balls.
Yeah.
You know, my balls hurt after that. My wrestling balls. That's you know?
And,
but that's not all that happens.
Balls to hurt even more?
Yeah, they're going to hurt really bad now. So.
Well, first there's this weird masked man, and I'm like, who the fuck is this?
He's in a tuxedo, by the way, and a shiny mask.
It looks almost like a kabuki mask, but not quite. But he's standing on the apron. We don't really find out who he is.
Or do we?
Dun dun dun. And then it's Chase Owens coming out. He's not in the mask, but Chase Owens comes out and hits Takeshita from behind. He's like, "I'm next for the title, you see."
Oh. Because Yujiro got,
because Yujiro won the paper scissors rock.
Listen, okay, this will be way better than shooter match though, because the crowd will kind of buy into this and be fun with it. They'll be like, okay, we'll cheer this asshole because we just want that title back in New Japan, right? You know, we want it away from that guy. So, but is that a good story for like a guy that was like maybe going to replace Okada? You know,
Look,
it's bad.
It'll be a fun match in a similar way that the Yujiro match was. But I've seen Takeshita be invincible against top guys in New Japan, and you're telling me it's either Yujiro or Chase that's going to take that TV title from him and not show that freaking
Well, he ain't doing tag matches either, Takeshita. It's like he's coming in for these title matches, and that's it, and that sucks. But maybe that's part of the story. I don't know. I am excited for maybe a new House of Torture person. That could be cool because they need that, you know. Luke, I don't know if the next match is the best match of the night, but it might be. Yeah. You know, it might be the best match of this whole. I think it's definitely the best match of this whole shenanigans here. You know, although that other tag match was fantastic too, and the Doki versus Shio match was awesome. But anyway, it's the tag title match. It's Yuto and Oscar, and they're up against ZSJ and Riho Aiwa. It's fucking awesome. Like this match is fantastic, right? And part of it is Iwa and Zack Sabre Jr. making sure these young guys look awesome, and the other part is them holding up their end and doing the same back. And it's really good to see. It's also really good to see that Yuto and Oscar are super over on this night, man. The crowd they are eating up everything they do. The main battle of the match is Yuto versus Iwa. And every chance they get, they try to kill each other.
It's never stopped.
So you know, and Riho Aiwa performs his ritual arm torture, you know, which sets up big hero spots for Yuto because he's technically the babyface here, right? So Zack Sabre Jr. breaks up a pin at one point with the neck crank to Yuto Nakashima's arm, and that was fantastic, man. I love that. Now we had a big finish here with Riho Aiwa hitting all the suplex types. He hit the German suplex, he hit the rolling German, he hit a bridging German, T-bone suplex, sleeper suplex. That was amazing. But Yuto pins him after a big kick, and that was great. The right people won, and we get a big promo after the match where Yuto's like, you know, there's one team we haven't beaten, and I believe they like to fish. And he calls out the fishermen. I'm not sure if that's what he said. He may have said something different. But he calls out the fishermen. But who answers the call, Luke?
It's Hanare and Greater Khan. And I'm like immediately like, yeah, give me that match more. I want that much more. Immediately, like it's 10 times out of 10. I'd rather that match.
Oh, man.
Like, come on. And I'm like, oh, shit. And Hanare's like, I'm going to mess you up and like take your mana and all that. And Yuto Ice is like, fucking like how this guy talks. This guy talks like he wants to beat the shit out of me. I'm all in for that. I want this. And then like the fishermen are like, hey, we heard our names while we were drinking energy drinks. We also would, sure, we want another pair of titles, sure. And you know what you know that man, you know what I like about this? Guys are fighting each other because they want to fight Yuto and Oscar.
Yeah, that's good. It's going to be number one contender match, right? Between the Fishermen and United Empire.
And I'm really happy with that. Dude, there's some fucking great spots in this. There's like there's the Yuto getting the crowd pumped up by fucking trying to undislocate his elbow, and then Chumpy being like the good ref going, oh, you dislocated, yes, are you okay, can you continue? Oh my god. and you know, it's kind of not real and stuff. I don't care. The visuals are kind of fun, dude. Yeah, Iwa is what's the opposite of my shit list, because like there's no way a wrestler can do all those suplexes and me not go, this guy's fucking amazing and I love him.
He's awesome.
So he can have any hair he wants. I love Riho. All of the Germans, man. Oh, he's one that's Hamburg. He's a Berlin. He's a fucking other city.
He's a Munich.
That's it. Munich Bulls. Sounds like unique. All right. But he also does one of my favorite moves. It's the Iwa Splat. It's his version of a splash, and he just goes timber and just falls down on top of the guy. It's fucking awesome. And I love that Yudo's kind of given himself these kind of mini feuds with all the people in his generation, or the ones that came back just before he did. And he just wants to fight them and beat them all up and stuff. So this was like a mini feud in that match. But I really like how they use Oscar in these matches as well. But, and all these teams are thinking the same thing. Oscar's the threat. Oscar's the guy we got to take out. Well, who's the guy racking up the wins most of the time in these matches? It's fucking Yudo Ice. He's holding his end of the bargain, man. He can take some punishment and dish it out. And then you've got Oscar doing some cool saves and big man shit. I love the Knockout Brothers. I think they've refreshed the heavyweight tag division big time.
It always sucks.
Yeah.
It always sucks. United Empire came along. It was awesome. And then they left. And then it sucked again. And, it was cutthroat era, man, for like a decade. And then Fisherman. And it was them. And now we got these guys, and they're great.
And we were begging for these guys to come back for ages.
Yeah.
Wait.
Somebody.
All right. So
hang on. Before we do that, we have to learn some important things about the main event. And the only way we can do that is through the thoughts of people who have been to Ryogoku Hall and written about it on google.com. I have a review here from a man whose name I don't know. They sell you arena tickets for a higher price only for you to discover that these are the worst tickets you can get. And when you realize that you were fooled, the only view you paid for is the back of people's heads. They won't move a finger to help your situation. Even when I ask permission to change to a lower cost seat or even a seat on the floor, they just defaulted to their answer, no, without as much as checking the options. 1 star!
Yeah, they will all tell you no. Some of them might say, excuse me.
Excuse me.
No, that's the kind of 1 star that people will just be like, oh yeah, forget that. That's fine. Like,
this is all scam.
All right. Like, maybe the guy was just like upset because he's 4'11" and the guy in front of him was like Oscar Loeb height.
I mean, do you think
there's no way you're getting a floor seat? There's no
sing better. There's no way.
Just imagine. It just made me think of like people complaining about Taylor Swift seats and they're behind some kind of pillar or something, and they paid like $1,000 or some bullshit for that. I'm like,
well, I was thinking that this guy paid for like front row seats, but then Tanahashi came out and he's like, "Oh, cool, Tanahashi," and then Tanahashi sat right in front of him, on commentary, and he's like, "Oh, Tanahashi's gonna wrestle." Oh no, he's gonna sit right next to Milano and block the whole show from me.
Either that or he was allowed to move to the floor, and then the row in front of him, all the Empire boys came for the main event.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness that he didn't have any food, because we know that's deceptive, the food, But Luke, that's you right. Also have some thoughts of a gentleman who went.
That's it. I do. Live face. During the live broadcast of the Imperial Sumo Tournament on January 18th, 2026, as their Majesty, the Emperor and Empress were leaving, Chairman Hakako stood up and put his hands on the Emperor's seat. We believe that is extremely disrespectful. We believe the association should immediately investigate the facts and take strict disciplinary action. This is certainly not something that the head of an association that declares sumo to be a national sport and is awarded the cup should do. 1 star. Like, how's a governing body of a sports thing, plus a whoever runs this venue, going to run an investigation on a fucking royal family? Like, what kind of crack was this guy smoking?
Listen, we've had a lot of complaints. The toilets are bad. It's far from the train station. Everybody's willful. We got skeletons everywhere that are holding up the building. But we've never had someone call for an investigation. It's anyone, let alone a royal family, the emperor.
Taichi's going to do something wrong, and someone at the crowd's going to be like, investigate that man.
Ah, that shit was amazing. And I think that sets up our main event perfectly, which maybe needs to be investigated by
That's
us
right
now.
because there is a royal in it.
That's true.
Oh my goodness. It is Callum Newman versus Yota Tsuji. And in my head, this match could only go one way. Otherwise, you might as well just disband the green guys and just do something fucking different with all of them. Because what the fuck is going on? Like, what are you doing? But that being said, they might want to establish Yota Tsuji as like a big dominant champ. And I totally get that and I understand that too. And what do you do when the champion is a guy that you're really big fans of? But we've been pretty high on Callum for quite a while now, and the story's kind of been built in since like what Wrestle Kingdom and shit. Like when he was about to beat the shit out of Billy. So here it is. It is Callum Newman versus Yota Tsuji for the world title. Not both the titles, just the one of them.
And Newman's entrance is fucking bonkers, man. It's really good.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. And all the Empire guys come out as well. But apart from Billy, they sit out on the chairs. They're sitting down.
He's the second, right? They're all dressed like the Reservoir Dogs, like the original United Empire video, if you remember that. So that's killer.
I fucking love that. And hey, a big bunch of muscly guys rocking the suits. I believe that they're tough guys that could fuck me up at any moment and look absolutely dapper while they do so. So I don't know why it's a simple look, but it fucking works.
Tsuji's out there by himself, but he's got Daiki the guy in his corner, being young lion and being like, everything that happens, he's like, what? Great.
Oh, dude. There is a interesting story in this match, and that story is when Callum Newman does some Osprey shit, it backfires huge.
Yeah, good call.
Huge on him. And I just want to point out, like, this kind of bump that happens late in the match that he does, that I thought not only did it look good, but also don't do it that much, please, because that, and he takes a move from Yota Tsuji from the corner, and how he lands is like with his neck kind of bent, like on the mat. And I'm like,
you're talking the stomp on the apron? Is that what you're talking about?
No. It happens into the ring, and he kind of lands with his neck kind of crooked like that. But it didn't look like it hurt, but it, like badly. But it looked like it wrestling hurt, if that makes sense. But it was one of those spots where I'm like, that's actually an interesting way to take that bump. Don't do that a lot, please. That's
hey, this is big time main event. This is when you do that shit, right?
Absolute respect. And speaking of that, there's some fucking gnarly apron spots on this shit too. I think going by our messages, I think I'm higher on this match than you are. And maybe a big part of that is they actually pull the trigger on the story and we're getting it. And that maybe colors how I see the whole match. But I really liked it. I think Callum Newman is really good in this match. When he decides he's not going to do Osprey shit, he's going to do Callum Newman shit. That's when like the match starts turning around. There's a point in the match where everyone who's in their suits kind of sits down and does that. But hey, there's been a guy who's been like Daiki the guy in Yota Tsuji's corner. There's been a guy in Callum Newman's corner this whole time, championing him big time, and it's Zane J.
Devil on his shoulder. Zane J. Little tiny devil in trunks.
That's it. Down, young lion music. Don't play that. So he slides a chair in. He's the only one of the Empire guys that kind of gets involved in this match. He slides a chair, apart from Billy, slides the chair in, and Callum's like, yeah, I'm gonna crack Yota Tsuji.
It's time to do that part. Yeah, this is part of the plan.
Hey, it was the Zane J, whatever distraction he's doing that match, plus the offense by Callum that helped him win.
Yeah,
the New Japan Cup. Hey, if it's gonna keep working, we're gonna keep doing it. Like the Kanemaru Gambit in that Best of Super Juniors. He did it at the start of every single match, and everyone looked dumb later the tournament went. But Billy gets in. He's like, "Nah, man, you can't do it like this. You just can't." Mind you, he did. But hey, don't do what I do. Do what I say.
Right.
And Callum's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, all right, fine. And the crowd's like, yay. And I'm just like,
but then what happens? Gene blast immediately.
Yeah.
That's what happens, you know?
And Gene, oh my God. I see the Gene blast and I'm like, okay, it's over. We're building a new leader of a faction here. He gets at least one. Gene blast, he gets a couple here. But hey, it is a big match, Yoda Tsuji as well. So he's going to kick out of a couple of moves and stuff as well. I do like the kiss the crown thing. Like, and that Mr. Kicky Man he's got look. He's not just tall with the legs. Callum Newman also has long arms. About time you start using them. And so, yeah, of course. Not only is he using them, he's got a little crown tattoo here. Kiss the crown. That's, man, I love that.
He hits a bunch of lariats in this match, and that lariat is like put over huge. Is a big move, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. So he's got that in his repertoire as well. He's looking a bit more kind of like upper body muscular as well. You know, he's not just doing leg day, you know? He's having a bit of
upper body business, brother.
That's hey, you got to do all the squats, sure. You got to put some weight. You got to be doing bicep curls while you're doing
that. You can always wear pants, you know, and knee pads. So
that's right. And I'm on the edge of my seat. They're doing their fucking big match offensive stuff against each other. There's like even a hidden blade, so he's managing to hit some Osprey kind of stuff, but that's not getting the job done either. And you know what? I think like there's like, and Callum must be like, you know what? Fuck you, you fucking goody nerd. Whack! Kicks Yoda Tsuji right in the friggin' knackers. By the way, there's a wonderful point in this match where Red Shoes takes a gnarly looking Gene blast and oh, was it? No, it was a stomp.
He took the stomp and it looked awesome.
Look, I know we rag on Red Shoes. That fucking bump was awesome. Well done, Red Shoes. Good. And what is this habit of New Japan not only giving me what I want in main event title matches, like Doki and this match, but also having main event Marty doing the 1, 2, motherfucking 3 and holding up the champs.
Came strutting out, you know, and he did the I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, he looks so awesome. You know, he gets in the way at one point, and that's when the low blow happens too. You know, so I bet you if we go back and look at that, I bet you Will Ospreay wasn't looking when that happened. I hope he wasn't. I hope he wasn't looking when that happened. I know he can always, this is the thing where, well, obviously you can go back and see the replay, but that doesn't matter in the moment. If a wrestler didn't see it, if the ref didn't see it, it didn't happen, right?
Look, it's wrestling logic. Yes, as fans, we can rewatch the shit, but Ospreay in kayfabe isn't supposed to be like, Callum almost hit me in the back at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like,
no, this is, well, the story is that Cal Newman, with his parents, walked into the Will Ospreay wrestling school when he was 15 years old, like 8 years ago. Only 8 years ago. And Newman, his parents signed off and he started training at 15 with Will Ospreay. So this is a huge moment for Will Ospreay, the person in real life and the wrestling character too. So, he is ecstatic that his protege has won the IWG Heavyweight Championship. We have to mention it is the youngest champion of all time, the youngest winner of the New Japan Cup as well. And I can't believe it. I mean, this is what we wish they would have done with Yuya. And they wish that they would have done with other guys that, that are like New Japan young boys, went through the system type of guys. Newman is that sorta. He's the Gaijin version of that. I mean, I'm telling you, he is in that Kenny Omega mold. We've been saying it for a long time, but this is awesome. I can't believe they're doing it. And I'm so happy that they're doing it now. If they didn't do this now, he's going to leave. This is maybe they're like maybe righting wrongs that they should have righted.
Yeah, gay kids backstage right now going
right, right. So I mean, we'll talk about him here in a minute, but I was blown away just for
Yeah.
the simple fact that, again, it's something that makes sense and is like where you think the story's going, and then they did it. They didn't try to subvert your expectations. They just did the thing. And Newman outshone Tsuji in the match. Tsuji did the thing that he's supposed to do in that match. He was a champion. The champion is supposed to make the challenger look amazing, and that's what he did. And Newman's up to the task too to make Tsuji look good. I thought the match was very, very good. It just, I didn't have, I just thought for sure Tsuji was going to win. So I was kind of, the whole match just kind of like, all right.
The whole time.
I'm not falling for this bullshit, And then he won, and I was like, I can't believe it. But I didn't fall for it. And that's the important thing,
So. Dude, I was invested, and because I was invested, I guess if it had gone Yuta's way, I would have been like, I like Yuta. I love Yota Tsuji. Yeah, I love Yota Tsuji, but hey, you don't need a dominant, not even Okada had a huge dominant first run with that title, right? Like, it happens. And hey, he's got another title, and look, I think Yota Tsuji has established himself pretty damn firmly, right? And when they're ready to strap that on him for a good long time, I'm fucking there for it. Let's go.
Yeah, he'll always be in there. He's a former champion. That's amazing.
It's not just Callum might leave in this situation. Like, if I was everybody else in the Empire, I might start being like, well, when's my contract run out? They're never going to fucking do anything with us. Even Great Khan, like, I'm in Japanese and they're still not doing anything with me. I'm fucking like, I'm serious. Like, the whole faction. Like, and now we've got a leader. We've put the main title on him. Right. Now give me Hanare and give me Great Khan beating the fishermen. They don't beat Knockout Brothers, it's fine. But hey, we beat the
I'll feel the same way about that match that I do about this one. I'll believe it when I see it. Now, Luke, you said it. Will Ospreay actually puts the belt on Newman, which is a cool touch. I love that. Tanahashi's there, of course. And these two embrace in the ring, but a masked man appears and hits Tsuji with a very familiar looking pile driver and immediately reveals this Escape Kid. And he's like, AEW is the best. New Japan's a bunch of bollocks. Oi. And Shingo's out, and I'm very confused.
All right. So, Gabe Kidd and Yota Tsuji, they got a bit of heat.
He grabs the title, that global title, not the other one.
Yeah. So look, not only do we have a American show coming up, but I guess Forbidden Door's coming up as well.
Yeah.
Fuck about this. I want my New Japan fan, because it's always on at a normal time for me rather than excuse me, whatever.
I don't want to fucking hear that shit.
I know. That's why I don't bring it up that often. Anyway.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Ever.
And so Shingo comes out and he makes so Shingo comes out, he's like, my neck, fuck. Oh.
Selling, bro.
Oh, my neck. Shit. But he's like, hey, you messed up my boy. That's fine. I'm next. Let's see, you messed me up, Mr. Callum Newman. And I'm like, I don't care if it doesn't. The Jake Lee match can still happen. That's fine. But what do you do after you put your belt on Callum Newman? Give him a fucking ex-champion / reliable hand and establish him even more. Because Shingo's going to fucking bump and make him look like $1 trillion.
Well,
and Shingo's that one wrestler that, for me, I love him. I've seen him be the winningest winner at the top of the mountain. And I just want to see him wrestle. I don't care if he wins or loses. He's probably the only one I feel like that about. If every other favorite of mine, I'm like, I want you to win now, please.
Well, there's a reason why Will Ospreay was so successful in New Japan, and one of the big reasons is Shingo. And so there was even a point where Shingo's like, hey, remember me and you wrestled, and it was a big deal. I'm going to wrestle your boy, and he's like, I remember that. So they were telling the story. They were doing the thing in New Japan. I really liked it.
And even though Callum's got the belt, Shingo's like, I'm still the gatekeeper, even though you're champion.
Yeah.
That's good, motherfucker.
That's good. That's
Love
good.
it. I love
You
it.
know, and he'll lose to him too.
Yeah.
And if there's any other heavyweights in fucking Unbound, hopefully they'll step up and get knocked the fuck back. I would love to see that. You know, I like that. So it's going to be Shingo versus Cal Newman at Don Taco. But what about Will Ospreay? We don't know yet, so we'll find out.
Exactly.
He is going to be back for Don Taco though. So,
but because we get everything right in terms of like you and I have spoken about what we want from this story. We've got almost everything except one. The betrayal, you know, the treachery on Will Ospreay.
It's gotta happen, right?
So I was like, are we going to get this part too? And they're like, no, we got to hold on to something. Like, get out of here. Like, and I'm okay with that. Like, all right, fine, it's fine. I'm very, very okay with that. So, yeah, it's because it means like they're doing the story, doesn't it? Like, it wouldn't have worked without the title. Like, it needed that extra layer because
Will Ospreay has history with Shingo, right? He respects Shingo, obviously. So here we go. Newman and Zane J are trying to pull that same shit at Wrestling Don Taco, and Will Ospreay's ringside. Okay, now he physically gets in between them, and he gets involved physically because he respects Shingo. There you go. There's your moment, right?
It's all there. I fucking.
We're ready for it on, you know, Sakura Genesis, but this will be better.
Yeah, that's it. But they took the big step, and the big step was like, this guy's paid his dues for us for years, and he's still here, and he's young as shit. Fuck it, let's put the belt on him.
Yeah,
the Suji has 2 belts, and dude, he's gonna be fine. Yoda Suji in Japan, like he's not gonna have a problem getting the crowd invested in him and all that kind of stuff. He's gonna hopefully be a top guy, New Japan mainstay for a very long time. Westerners, as much as unless you're kind of Zack Sabre Jr., who I think has been, you see maybe it's Chase, but you know, in terms of top guys, if you're a top Westerner in New Japan, eventually you leave, and that's all right. That's fine. I'm used to it by now. Unless you're Zack Sabre Jr., but and I'm so glad he stays.
Well, Luke, and sometimes you come back.
That's right.
You know, so
hey, like the Stephen King story.
Yeah,
sometimes they come back. So yeah, man. I had a really fun time with Sakura Genesis. The title matches were fun. I'm pretty excited for the next bout of title matches. I'm ready for. And it's hard though because Ren's supposed to be like the leader of. Is he the leader? Or is it Doki?
I don't know, man. We got a problem with House of Torture. I was thinking about it today. Man, Evil had it. He had it, and I don't know.
He was a New Japan top guy, bona fide.
I don't know if Ren Narita has it. It's not right now. He doesn't, and like that's what they're missing. They need that. So hopefully, whoever's under the mask or whoever will be under the mask will be somebody that will boost their their kind of like charisma, their top guy part. That part they got to boost that. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, they do, because like he kind of needs to keep some kind of gold on him, maybe. But I also want to see big meaty Oleg man to have the Never strap for this.
He's probably going to win that, right? And then he's going to have all the Never belts, and then I don't really like that very much. But if that puts him over as the Never guy, and like maybe he's the open weight guy and he starts taking on juniors and shit, that'd be fun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He'll crush them.
Oh, well, yeah, but you know, some of them might get like a sneaky fuck your leg or something. Like, yeah, see? Hey, all they need is, all a wrestler needs, no matter how big or small you are, is like that one shot in 3 seconds, you know, like, that's it. Yeah. And yeah. So I would say that like maybe there was a couple episodes ago that we're like, I don't know if we're super excited for a lot of what's happening. I'm like, actually, I'm doing all right.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited for what they're doing right now. Like they're taking some risks, and look, I'd say it is putting your title on Callum Newman, like someone, so young and all that. I think it's going to pay off though. Like it's paying off. Like it's great. Like, dude.
If we look back at the last like 10 years of Sakura Genesis main events, they're all going to involve Naito, Okada, Tanahashi, Shingo, some variation of those 4 guys over the past 10 years. Maybe there's someone I'm forgetting, but it's those guys. It's great to see New Japan have completely different people in the main event and still be like awesome. And it's New Japan Wrestling and it's what we love. So that's exciting. That's kind of like the big takeaway from Sakura Genesis for me. It's a new beginning, Luke, but it's the second new beginning because there's 2 of them.
Look, Sakura Genesis means all the flowers are blooming. And hey, some of these young guys are blooming too. Wow. It's not very manly, is it?